Good morning again. I'm Barratt and I've got another food for thought. I've been thinking about the past, the present and the future and our memories. To remember is to bring the past into the present, to make that which was dead living. The past doesn't exist, it's only a memory, so to bring what isn't reality into the present is an amazing thing. It's to retrieve what isn't present, to remember. So is it a good thing that we remember our past with all its joys and its pains? Or is it a bad thing? Well, it's both. Of course we should remember the past, even the painful experiences we went through. We mustn't shut them out because they happened to us. And it prepares us for living today and the future. So we shouldn't forget the pain of the past. What we shouldn't bring to present is the pain that the past causes. If it still pains you today, that's wrong. You're making what should be dead alive. We shouldn't bring the pain of the past to the present, but we should remember the pain because it teaches us. So we must learn to remember the past without the pain of the past. I've got a quote. Only when we can thank God for all the hurts, misunderstandings and pain we went through in the past are we freed from it. Let me read that again. Remember it. Only when we can thank God for all the hurts, misunderstandings and pain we went through in the past are we freed from it. The trials and the pain we went through are the gold that we've purchased, and we can trade with it. We can help others to get pain free. But only when we can remember the past and thank God for it, all the trials and pain. And I know people have been through horrific times, but you've got to get to the place where you can thank God for it because it's made you what you are in the present. Hurting people can't and don't help hurting people. They think they do, but they're just sharing the pain. They don't heal it. Only when you've been healed from the pain can you help somebody else. When you're still in the pain and you're still bitter and hurt, how can you help somebody who's paining and bitter and hurt? You've got to be free from that. People say that God forgets our sins. I don't believe that. God's not got a bad memory. He chooses not to remember it, which is completely different. It's not that He's forgotten it. It's not that God thinks our sins don't exist. He sees the past, the present and the future. He sees all the pain and everything I went through. But my sins, He chooses not to bring them to remembrance. In other words, God won't bring the sins of the past into the present. It's a completely different way of looking at it. Most people live in the past or the future. For example, when I was working as a draftsman, I remember a Monday morning, people would come into work and they'd be boasting about the weekend. Oh, I went to a party, my football club won the cup, who they met at the gym or how they went out for a meal. They're always referring to the past on Monday morning, telling the exploits of the weekend or the disappointments of the weekend. And of course, after a couple of days, they don't talk about the past. They're looking to the future. So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, they're looking forward to the weekend. Whoa, my football team are playing on Saturday. I'm going on holiday on Saturday. I'm going to meet this new girl on Saturday. I'm going to the gym. They tell what they're going to do. In other words, they live in the past, the first half of the week, and in the future, the second half of the week. And they miss the 5 days of working. Why don't they enjoy every day? Well, Christians do the same. They're talking about past revivals. It was a wonderful meeting on Sunday. This is on Tuesday and Wednesday. They should have closed the door. When you've finished a great meeting, that's it, finished. Don't try and relive it. I have learned long ago that when I preach a sermon, after the meeting, it's finished. I don't analyse it and think, was it good or was it bad? Because that's pride. I want to know whether I've done well or people appreciated it. All I ask is, have I delivered the word God gave to me? And it's finished. I'm now looking forward to the next one, preparing, living in the present, not living in the past meeting. So many Christians are talking about the meetings that they went to, or they're looking forward to I'm going to Toronto, there's a revival, and I'm going to this place, I'm going to the next convention. They're always looking to the future or the past. Why not live for today? Jesus told us to do it. I'll leave you with a quote from Jesus from the Sermon on the Mount, Matthew chapter 5 to 7. Jesus said, "Take no thought for tomorrow." And I could add, and take no thought for the past. Don't bring the pain of the past into the present. Choose not to remember it. Remember the trials and learn from them, but not the pain of the trials. Well, the time's gone, so have a blessed day. Enjoy God's goodness today and keep thinking.